All right, what's going on? What's going on? Or what up, what up, what up? It's your boy, the funded CEO, Meta Marvin, Meta Biz Show. You know, guys, hey, man, I'm always looking for those areas, man, those people, places, and things just showing up for greatness, man. I got a great one here today. You guys all know, man, he's an influencer. I would say more of a mogul, and I definitely here in a lot of other places as well. Clyde Thomas, how you doing, brother? Good, man. Good, man. And the brother, you know, he definitely gave me an opportunity to come by his beautiful spot, venue, restaurant, you know, and do a little interview. You know, he had a few minutes for us today. So, man, I just want to jump into it, Clyde. Like, man, like, I know I've been an entrepreneur, man. You know, I got out the military and, you know, and worked at the Veterans Hospital retroactive towards my retirement, man. But I don't know, man, it was just something hit me like, man, I don't fought for the country, man. It's like, I gotta do something else. You know what I mean? That was a switch for me. So I got out here and, you know, made some mistakes. You know, and most people from me in the Charlotte area, they know me. I sort of was part of anchoring the deal with Hampton University and brought CIAA here with Easy Ticks. God bless Wayne Davis. You know, God, a couple of years ago, he sort of put me in the game when it comes down to entertainment / black ticket master, those type of things, man. So I've been been blessed to be with some very smart people. So today, this brother here, I think he's took from me seeing entrepreneurship, restaurant, venue, people having a good, decent time. The temperament, the atmosphere is always something special. Having celebrities come through. I mean, I've always, you know, have heard from people that either had events here or have come here to, you know, just to be entertained. It's always come back with something nice, man. So tell me, what's the sauce? What's the secret, bro?
The secret I've learned doing business is consistency.
Yeah.
Right? Once you know what you want to do, you stick to that. You don't switch up. So, I've been in the Charlotte market now going 11 years. We started my brother. We started Sports One together.
Okay.
And with Carlo and those guys, and we had success, right? And then we went on to open up Club One, and then from Club One, you know, things just went a little different for me because I like more of the laid back kind of vibe, the hybrid kind of hanging out, not the necessary. You know, when we was younger, we could drink all day, and stand on our feet, and stand on couches and stuff like that, and just drink. But as you get older, you want to sit down. You know, you want to relax, eat, drink. So I was more into that lounge kind of hybrid kind of hanging out where you hanging out, sitting down. So the club environment really wasn't me. So, you know, I had to get out of that situation, and then I went on to Stats, and we did Stats, and then Stats got a little bit, you know, probably for me as well. So
yeah, right.
But it's an amazing concept. I had fun with it over there. I got a chance to design Stats, you know, put the walls, the TV.
Amazing venue, so, amazing venue, by the way.
It was big. It was big. It was 15,000 square feet, and that was my first time ever designing interior designing something like that. And my boy Lou, shout out to Lou over there.
Big shout out to Lou. Yes, sir.
And he and Tasha, they just gave me the green light. It was like, Clyde, just get busy. You know you got it. At the time I had a couple of drawings on my desk because I was thinking of transitioning and doing something on my own. Because the partner stuff, you know, partners, you know, they have ideas, you have ideas, and sometimes it doesn't meet. And me, I have, you know, it's all about setting the mind, and my mind is set to succeed. You know, I don't want to waste any time. I don't want anybody speeding up my process or slowing up my process. So sometimes you just take that journey by yourself. You know what I'm saying? And so taking that journey after the Stats situation, I bumped into this. But the funny thing about it, before even getting into the situation over at Stats, I came and put a bid in for this place, and I lost. And so my mentor and I, we went back to the drawing board, and then Stats came along, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put what I'm gonna do over here. I put it inside Stats, the green floors and stuff like that. And so I rocked over there at Stats for maybe a year, and then chilled the year, and then 2 years later, this spot came up again. And it was like, you know, you remember that space over 1501 South Mint that you wanted? The guys is having a little issue and they want to sell. So I was like, bet, you know. It was like perfect timing. And I tell you, when I mean perfect timing, I had just enough money, right? And the funny thing about it, I had just enough money to invest because he didn't necessarily want to sell at the time. He was looking for an investor. So I was like, yeah, I'll invest. Then I'll design it and do this, but I just had just enough money to do what I needed to do. But then something happened with them where they couldn't get a liquor permit. And I'm into the liquor, liquor business.
Of course,
so,
hey, without the liquor.
yeah, I don't want anything to do with it. And so he was like, being that I can't get a liquor license, are you willing to buy the place? And I was like, buy? I was like, I can't afford to buy it because I got just enough to invest. And so the number he told me was the exact amount I had. I mean, not $1 more or $1 less, right? So gambling is when you, investing is when you invest enough that you can lose, right? Right. You don't invest more than you can lose, right?
Absolutely.
Gambling is when you just put it all out
there.
Yeah,
just put it all out there, man. Yeah.
With the intention, right? But and then gambling, you sit on the verge of insanity as well because you're putting so much on the unforeseeable future, right? And that's what I did. You know, it was like everything I've owned for the last 49 years at the time was right there on the table, and I was like, you know what, let's go for it.
Yeah,
I'll do it. I'll take the chance. And I went to Lowe's and they gave me like a $10,000 line of credit, and I was able to just put carpet and paint and get the doors open.
Oh man!
And do what I did, and then
love stories like that.
Yeah, and I just it was just sticking to it. But the key to it was that I knew what I wanted to sell. You know, I want to sell alcohol. You know. I don't want to sell food, I don't want to sell hookah, I don't want to sell cigars, I don't want to sell anything. What I want to sell is alcohol. And the reason why is because it's a recession-proof product. What I mean by that is like, when you get a job, you get a drink. When you lose your job, you get a drink. When you get married, you get a drink. When you get divorced, you get a drink. When somebody born, you get a drink. When somebody die, you get a drink. When you're happy, you get a drink. When you're sad, you get a drink. You know, people lose their job before they tell their wife that they lost their job. They stop and go get a drink.
That's
right?
real. That's real.
I'm 52 now, and in my 52 years on this planet, I had never seen somebody lose their job and go buy a house. That's why I sell houses. You know, I've never seen anybody lose their job and go buy a car. That's why I sell cars.
Right.
And then I had to add it up with how long it takes to sell a car. A car's gonna take you about 6 to 7 hours to close that deal. The car might be unlike your car, which is, but the average car is probably 20 grand or something, and then you get your cut off of that. Yeah. Right, but you took 6-7 hours. Not that I got anything against car dealers. It's good, but I'm just trying to get the mindset at me being in my 50s, trying to sell a car to reach the goal before I pass. So I can't do what I do anymore. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, man. Right.
I got to sell a lot of cars, even real estate, And then I kind of balanced it out, and I realized that alcohol outperforms all of it. And it really does. It outperforms real estate. It outperforms everything. I mean, we did some incredible numbers here on a daily basis. That I've done real estate before, and it took me 6-7 months of tying up my debt to equity, tying up my capital, going back and forth and dealing with the emotional roller coaster of somebody getting approved, and then 2 weeks later the deal fall through, and so on and so on. And here I just opened the door and
it's on. Yeah.
It's on. So it's all about you're setting your mind on what you want to do, and don't get confused. People come in here all the time. Let's do hookah. I want to do this. I'm like, okay, I could do hookah. I'll rent you the space. I'll become the landlord. Right. Food. I know I need food to operate this business, but I'll become the landlord. I'll rent you out the kitchen. So where I can focus, I don't believe I think like in the late 80s or 90s they came up with the multitasking kind of thing, but that's not a good thing for us. Right. When you focus, I think the best thing to do is to focus on one thing and not try to do too many things at one time. And you could angle and direct the other things sort of sit inside your focus, right? Like if we trying to shoot a deer, you know, the trees and stuff is still in the scope, right? But we're just focused on what's in there.
Right.
And we'll narrow and we'll edge it out so to stay within what we trying to do. And that's what I try to do. I try to get like-minded people that know how to sell food.
Right.
And respect my business and know how to open it on time, stay consistent with the food, and with the hookahs, stay consistent with the hookahs, make sure they're clean. Cigars, stay up to date with the cigars and be educated about it. And then you all just rent y'all space and we get this money.
Get this money, yeah. Hey man, y'all getting the jewels today, you know. You know what I mean? I'm sitting here, man, ready to bring out my book, but you know, it sounds simple, man, but you know, and he know, man, sometimes, you know, collaborative efforts has been, you know, it's been some wins out here with collaborative efforts, but it's just about the ultimate goal, the guy that really has more skin in the game, the vision, it has to be on a set goal, like this is the way I'm gonna do it. Everything else is extra.
Correct.
And so, you know, yeah, that's his sauce. And as you guys can see, man, I had to come over here and get this man an interview because he's doing exceptionally well. Nothing against these other restaurant owners around here, but you know, I was actually got to meet, you know, Clyde indirectly a couple times. Stepped through maybe 1 or 2 times. I hadn't been here as much as I want to. I've been traveling a lot, but you know, it's just that I just have an eye for, I know that people is just meant to think he's already successful in his own right because he had the vision, you know what I mean? And he didn't have to have a lot of people to, you know, to give him, you know, sight on, oh, we can do it like this. He knew coming in that what he was gonna do and he stuck with it, man. But I tell you, man, the thing is, so with this market, you know, Clyde, I know you traveled, well-traveled, brother, Miami, New York, a lot of this. Charlotte is growing, it's thriving. You right in the city, downtown, like you right here by the Panther Stadium, man. What do you foresee Charlotte, man, with this market? Somebody out there like, hey, man, you know, I want to open up something like Clyde or whatever. What would you tell them, man, about Charlotte that they need to be, you know, mindful of, or some advice on that?
The reason why I chose Charlotte and stuck with Charlotte, right? All right, New York, I grew up in New York. And I don't like saying New York, I say Brooklyn.
Yeah, right.
I'm from Brooklyn. New York and Brooklyn, 2 different things.
Yeah.
Even though you know. Brooklyn, right? So Brooklyn, New York, I'm loved. That's where I'm born and raised, right? And so you got that love there. My second home was Atlanta. Atlanta, I got extremely popular in Atlanta. I had some success out there. I sold hair. You know, one of the first guys to go to India to buy hair. And I came down, I did from Medea's way to Beyonce, Mary J album cover. And I don't know how to do hair, but I sold the hair that actually, you know, made these, you know, helped these ladies out with their career. The housewives of Atlanta, all of them. I was selling everybody here at the time, right? And I got very popular out there. But when I came to Charlotte allowed me to be grounded. The difference with Atlanta, New York, because of the love, you get away with more things than you're supposed to. You know, they give you more credit. They give you the benefit of the doubt because there's a lot of emotional love behind how they feel.
Yeah.
Atlanta, it's about that pace, but you got to constantly keep reintroducing yourself because the city flips a lot.
Yeah.
So you get a 2-year run and then you got to start all over again. You got to dump more money in the marketing and promoting because the city done flip. Your normal customers don't live there anymore. For any reason they lost their money, they did too much, they spent too much, but they moved back home. Yeah. Charlotte, North Carolina, I know this is a place that people born and raised here, they may leave to get educated somewhere else, but they come back.
They come back, yeah.
Right? When they come back and they're more focused, you know, they count the money. They're educated consumer if you stick into the right market, and that's the market I'm after, right? You got that educated consumer, and with that you get a chance to settle, because that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to stabilize. You get shot and you go to the hospital, before they operate on you, they got to stabilize you, right? And then they perform the surgery, right? So you're allowed to stabilize in this city, and that's what built power. I'm loved in, I could say I'm loved in New York City. I'm very popular in Atlanta, but I'm powerful in Charlotte.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I can reach out to guys like you to get my message across.
Yeah.
I got the mayor and stuff like that on speed dial because they held campaigns and we supported them and stuff like that. The local businesses, the owners, they legitimately operate the business here. You know, I could go to Cloud and them guys are being there every day. You made those guys in there in every day.
Yeah.
I go around the corner to Lost and Found, Mike in Orlando, they're in there every day. Unknown Brewery, Dan and Sam, they're in there every day.
Wow.
So it's like,
wow.
And in this community, so you're able to get that community behind you. You're able to get the other business people around you, and that creates that power, especially if we're in the same industry. You know, if there's an issue where ALE is coming down a little bit hard on the community as they did with COVID, you know, with us not being able to sell it at a certain time and stuff like that. We were able to come together collectively because we got the same interests in mind and work together. It's not even a competition thing here, and it's fun. It's more of a mall mentality. Like you go to the mall, Foot Locker ain't competing with Sneaker King or whatever that. We're all in the same building, right? And it's better for us because this place don't have my size. I got the option to go somewhere else.
Right.
Instead of me riding all the way out to say Concord to this local spot with no other stores around, and I get all the way out there, which is an hour out, and they don't have my size. You know, so the competition is healthy competition in the city. Nobody trying to burn your place down, or nobody's beefing or hating on you about anything. So allow every person that open up a business in this city, if you do it right, to become extremely powerful.
Yeah.
And that's what we need.
Yeah, man, we do.
Power is what allows us to grow. You know,
Absolutely.
A lot of people looking for the money, they're looking on for that. And to me, the success is in the process, man. The success to me is not the end, because I don't want to end what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I never want to stop hunting.
Right.
You know, and I take what we do as hunting. You know, if you take money out of civilization, we gotta pick up a spear.
Yeah.
Eat,
right.
Yeah.
That's
So
true.
our money no longer look like a spear. I mean, they don't look like a spear anymore. Our money look. It's what we use to trade and get goods and stuff like that. So when you balance all of that stuff out, man, I think this is the best place. This is the sweet spot. Like out of all the planet Earth, it's the sweet spot, right?
Yeah.
We're not too hot, we're not too cold.
Yeah.
For me, my age in life and what I'm trying to do and my complexion as well,
Right.
this is the perfect city for me.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm glad he concurred, man. I mean, you know, I think with Clyde, like for me, man, like 6 years ago, and I think you seen my growing pains. You know, I was, you know, about 2 years ago, I was trying to make a transition, and my transition for me, guys, like, you know, was all, you know, that power $800 million gorilla Eventbrite took us out. Like, you know, why would you have to come buy tickets from me or get tickets from me out of a venue when Eventbrite? They could do it their own. So promoters was like, oh, Marv, I love you. They was curving me, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I said, okay. Again, you know, being at that, I think that was close to like 3 or 4 years ago. I'm about to be 50 next month. And so with that, man, I just, you know, my journey, like we talk about consistency, man, but I didn't quit, you know.
Right.
Doors slammed in my face, people laughed, Marv, you tripping, you crazy, what you doing? But I had to just, you know, walk that walk, man, and going from the ticketing entertainment industry to owning a fintech non-depository bank like LendingTree, the only one here in Charlotte. I got my own money, wasn't but like 10, 15 grand at that time, used my own money, traveled, went to underwriting conventions, and became an expert on business credit. And you know, but it had to start from somewhere. I had to believe in myself.
Right.
And you know, and opened up, you know, a couple of offices, one in Concord, one is up in North Cross area on Sam Fur by Cornelius. And now, you know, but I'm gonna tell you guys what I love people that they got that thick skin. You know,
right.
They ain't gonna quit, man. Sure. You know, and they're gonna keep doing it. And that's why I love. This is stuff that I pay for this, and I pay for it, but I just like relationships, you know. I want to build a relationship with Clyde. I know we already have one,
sure.
but I want to let the brother know that, you know, people, like my grandmother say, people are watching you. And I want to say, your job well done, brother. You know, I know you hear it all the time. But at the end of the day, man, we have to stick together, and there are people out here that will, you know, give you information, you know, and some people won't. But at the end of the day, you just got to know that thing in you to make you keep going, man. So this is the Meta Biz Show, guys. It's really about economic empowerment, but it's really about it's about mental empowerment, you know, because if you ain't got it up here and you don't see it, nobody else is ever gonna see it. You gotta go get it. You gotta manifest it, guys. So, man, Clyde, is there any closing remarks you want to tell people? Anything big coming to your spot? You know, but besides that, man, if somebody would come here, first thing, let me ask this. If somebody would come here, man, what's a signature drink, or what do people love when they come here? What people going crazy about?
The signature drink here is Say No More. It's a term that I constantly use.
Say no more. All right.
Say no more, and it fits. And then it fits the drink. Right?
All right. I know I'm about to jump on one of those.
And our salmon bites are pretty popular as well. You know, they nuggets of salmon bites. You think of a chicken nugget, but this is all salmon. So
wow,
those are pretty amazing. Our jerk chicken is amazing, and it's called Nacho Bland Chicken. You know,
wow.
We got Bland Street over here, so we call it Nacho Bland Chicken.
Nacho Bland Chicken, I like that.
Salmon bites is called the Golden Salmon Bites because we're sitting on a gold mine here, right?
Oh,
this piece of property right here, underneath it, you literally have a gold mine. This is South Minute Summit, the summit where gold was dug back in the day. So I always like to say I'm sitting on a gold mine.
Yeah.
We got 3 historical buildings over here, which creates the compound. So we got 1, 2, 3. So I'm writing a book about the mindset they're going behind it and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know,
man. We're
working on a Netflix documentary to focus on focus on that. You know, you got everybody in the city that want to buy this piece of property. Like I said, we got these 3 buildings, and then we got the lot behind it that do energy right now.
Oh wow! Okay.
Correct. You know,
that's
I want to pave that out and make parking for the city.
Yeah.
You know, and stuff like that, because there's really nowhere to park with all these businesses growing and all these, you know, new buildings pulling up. So we're able to put a couple of 100 parking spaces for the city. It'd be great. But you know, we got a lot of people that got a lot more money than myself. You know, I just wish I knew more millionaires.
Yeah,
that we were able to purchase this collectively and really keep it, because this is also a historical black community, which I love. You know? And the way they doing it over and they building it up. Still got some black folks here, but we have a black business here. You know, I want to keep it here as long as possible. Please,
definitely, brother. Yeah, well, man, hey, you're doing an awesome job,
Thank
man.
you.
And like I say, guys, definitely, man, y'all gonna catch this, man. It's definitely gonna be up on YouTube. You know, Clyde definitely gonna give you, you know, his social media tags, his pages. You know, once we get this thing out, you'll definitely be hearing this fresh 10 a.m. on Sunday on 103.3 and 100.5. We go from Spartanburg, South Carolina, all the way up to Salisbury. So, you know, we got 2 towers now. So, yeah, man, this was one of the best interviews, man. You know, like I said, he, you know, hey, this dude carry his mail, man. He do it right. You know what I'm saying? He got all the beautiful women. He got all the smart brothers that's really trying to get that bag and you know, and like feeling good about life, and then come out and enjoy themselves. And this is the place to be. You feel what I'm saying? He winning, man. So hey, we got to make sure that these brothers getting their kudos, man, and giving them the salute while they here. Cause we don't have a lot of them. We want more, but it's good to have you know, definitely good examples around here to show people the way, man. But look, God, it was a good interview, brother.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely,
Thanks
man.
for helping to spread the word and the energy.
If y'all in the city, if y'all in Charlotte, North Carolina, if you ain't come to 1501, man, hey, I don't know what you doing. all right. So definitely come through, check him out, man. You know what I'm saying? He said Sundays is booming anytime on the weekend.
Wednesday, $1 membership. Become a member Wednesdays, man. And that's it. It's $10 for the whole year. It breaks down to 2 cents a day.
Wow, come on, man. Come
So
on,
come and get
man.
it, man. Come and hang out.
Come get some of this, man. 1501 South Mint. This is Clyde. This is Metal Marv. Hey, Metal Biz Show. We out. Peace.
Peace.